Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of my Metaverse series. Today I'm going to be covering a bit of literature. I'm going to be going over one of my favorite scenes from the Odyssey, in which Odysseus and his crew escape the cave of the cyclops Polyphemus. So what we're going to do is it's actually a classic instance of a breakout experience. For Odysseus and his men, they had to break out of the cave. So what we're going to do is we're going to reenact that. So as you can see, I have my picture of Odysseus up, and next what I need to do is I need to put the setup in there. So we're gonna have it to where Odysseus tells his men that they're going to break out. We're going to do this super satirically. So, hey guys, we need to break out of this. To break out of this cave. Period. And then going to have the soldier ask. I've got quite a bit of characters now. Okay, so I'm going to have his soldier ask. That sounds great and all, but how are we going to get past that cyclops? Question mark. And then I'll have Odysseus say, well, he's got one eye, so we'll blind him. And then I'll have the soldiers say, with what? With what? Exclamation mark, question mark. How are we going to blind Polyphemus? Hope I spelled it right this time. There you go. Yep, I think I had it right before. Polyphemus. No. I see. How are we going to blind Polyphemus? And so, now that we've set it up, we're going to now ask the question, how are we going to blind Polyphemus? Here's a picture of him. Oh, you know what? This should be a text response. So, text input, and then we'll have it. How are we going to blind Polyphemus? Question mark. Oh, you know what I should do first? I should keep it as a button. And then I should put in some hints, because this isn't actually not a particularly easy. It might not come to some people who haven't ever read the story. So what we need to do is we need to come up with some hints. And so now we put down here. We'll make this one clues, and then this one will say I'll say, what tool do you use to kill a vampire? Or, you know, instead of asking these as questions, I'll say, alright, so I'll say, it's the same tool you use to kill a vampire. period. And so for the character scene, I'll see if there are any vampires here. If not, we'll just have to go nab one. Or actually, if there's a bat, that'll work. A baseball bat. Okay, no worries. So I'll just go get a picture of a vampire. Well, this certainly can range, but yeah, sure, let's go ahead and get... Let's use this picture of Nosferatu. I believe it was Count Orlaf. I forgot, I haven't watched the movie in a while. Anywho, so let's go ahead and let's put the character in there. I'll just simply call it a vampire, since even I can't remember the name right now. Oh, I see. So the picture, apparently they didn't like the format. No worries. Just get another picture of a vampire. This is a JPEG. Oh. Let's do it like this. Save image as vampire. So this should work out this time. Let's see. There he goes. Alright. So I'll go ahead and put vampire. And then I'll put vampire again. Alright. So it's the tool you use to kill a vampire. Question mark. Let's see. Are there any pictures of cows? Because that will also help us. Yay, there's a picture of a cow. Alright. Okay, so let's see. It rhymes with the 5-letter food you can make from beef, period, steak, and then I think lastly I'll say something like maybe let me see if there are any poker cards here. Pocahontas. Okay. Card. Okay, maybe there's a symbol of an ace. No, alright, well, let me go ahead and get some pictures of a poker card. So, actually, yeah, I'll use a hand. Never mind, I'll just go ahead and use this picture right here. And what I can say is okay, there's our picture. So what I can say is in poker we raise the stakes. Alright. So let's raise the 2, 3, 4. Let's raise the blanks. Okay, so those are our clues, and so now we need to create one that allows the user to answer. And so here we're going to have the text input. So how are we going to line Polyphemus? No, let's not use the cards. Let's use the picture of Polyphemus again. And I should probably make this more specific. So let's see, with what? Okay, let me reboot the page. Okay, so I drag that out. Okay, so now it says with what tool are we going to use? What tool are we going to use to blind Polyphemus? What tool are we going to use to blind Polyphemus? Alright, and so in this instance, our answer is going to be stake. So what we need to do is we need to use a string logic box, and that box will say well, first things first, I need to transition this to the block. Alright. Actually, let me go ahead and load in a new block. You know, with this one, I think I'll use the response contains, and then have it to where the response must contain the word stake. And now I'll have a transition here. And then lastly, we just need to create two other character scenes. Okay, so we have this transition to scene 10, if it's correct, and we'll have Polyphemus yell, "Ouch, my eye, my eye," and then I'll have him say, I'm blind, and if you miss it, then I'll have Odysseus say, "There must be a sharp tool we can use to blind him. If you miss it, and then I will have it loop back to scene 5. And then also up top, I'll have it end with Odysseus saying, "Now let's get out of here. Let's get out of here," and then we'll have that be the ending of our experience. So now all we just need to do is we need to connect all these boxes. We need to connect the scenes. So make sure that everything leads into one another. I've made this mistake before where I've accidentally created certain scenes, because some certain scenes automatically start in with leading to end experience, and that can mess you up. What that can do is I'll have it to where you'll have all these scenes and logic boxes planned out, and then one of them will accidentally end the experience. And what's worse, sometimes if you don't connect an experience, then it'll accidentally leave the user hanging, so to speak. It'll have it to where and I have it to where they can't do anything and they're literally just stuck there. So always be certain to make sure that the scenes connect and go where they're supposed to. Alright, and then here's our failure message. This one also I think should take them back to scene 5 in case they want to see the clues again. And then lastly, we're going to connect this to scene 9. Those ones are already connected, and then we connect this one with scene 12. So alright, looks like everything is connected. So now what we need to do is we need to test the experience. My phone fell asleep, so let me make sure that everything is in order. Alright, so it looks like everything is working out just fine. So now I'm going to go ahead and test this on a device. Okay guys, sorry about that. I had to actually restart my computer, so for future notice, if you're unable to launch the test on device feature, then try restarting your computer and that should help. But okay, so now that I've done that, now I'm going to go ahead and test the experience, see how it works. Hey guys, we need to break out of this cave. That sounds great and all, but how are we going to get past this cyclops? Well, he's got one eye, so we'll find him. With what? What's really going to use the blind Polyphemus? It's really going to use the blind Polyphemus. And so I'm just going to go ahead and type in wooden stake. Alright, and see, it works out. It just wanted to look for the word stake. That's a wooden stake, but it doesn't particularly matter. You can type in a stake. So if you want to allow for more flexible responses, then you're going to want to use the this logic box right here. Response contains. But if you want it to be more rigid, then use response equals. But yeah, this has been another Metaverse tutorial. Thank you for watching and have a good day.